MRecktv. Got a few bad chicks in my grimy gang. Line your ass up for them shiny things. You thought it couldn't happen, but we caught you lacking. I coach all the shooters, Phil Jackson.
Yo, he even shitted on AZ one time.
Ooh, your man AZ the rapper from East New York?
Yeah, he ain't shit on him, but that's what he did to AZ. Check it. So AZ was opening up for KRS-One at some venue and shit, right? And this when AZ was on like the come up, like he had that one single and he thought he was the shit, right? So he's lollygagging and taking his time and shit. And KRS-One is like, yo, like he was a stickler.
You talking about point. This is when AZ had Sugar Hill.
Yeah, when he had Sugar Hill. So boom, AZ started smelling himself like being late for shows and shit like that, having niggas wait and all that. So KRS-One was like, yo, where he at? And they was like, yo, so KRS-One, he's a timing dude. Like when it's time to go on, he's not gonna make the crowd wait. He's gonna come smash. You know what he did? He smashed the shit. And then AZ came, people started leaving after his show.
Yeah.
So you can't follow KRS-One.
It's hard to follow up behind Chris, KRS-One.
You cannot follow up behind him.
Monster. Like he's one of the best to do it on that stage and one of the best to do it, period. He's definitely one of the GOATs. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's the GOAT in my opinion. He smashed the show. He did it on purpose too, to teach AZ a lesson about being punctual, about being, you know, professional in this shit. AZ was his ego and shit. He coming all late and shit, thinking pretty boy and all that shit. KRS-One said, I got something for this nigga. He smashed it. He had the whole crowd jumping, And then when he smashed it, he said, all right, give it up for AZ, y'all, and dropped the mic.
Wow.
And then when AZ got on stage, everybody was going towards the doors, my nigga.
So now, I need to ask this. You came with AZ?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was that ride back home like?
Yo, the nigga was like, yo, he learned it. He put it in his book. It's in his book. He learned the lesson. Yeah, it's in his book. The nigga learned the lesson. He was like, yo, now I gotta get back. Yo, I gotta get back on point. You know what I'm saying? He learned. But his ego was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I was like, yo, son, if you gotta open up for a dude like KRS-One, son, come on, you gotta be on point. You gotta be there. It's timing and shit. So I mean, he handled it like a champ. You know what I'm saying? That's KRS-One.
AZ definitely one of the GOATs too. From East New York.
Yeah, one of the GOATs. But that's early in his career when he was being like, yo, he should have been like, well, AZ
he learned the valuable lesson, pretty much.
Yeah, his ego always got his way.
Damn. Now, did you know KRS-One, you know, personally, because you call him by his government and all that? Could you elaborate if you had a relationship or not with him, or what was? I
want to say it was a relationship, but I know him because I have a relationship with his brother, Kenny Parker. So
got you.
I was a ball playing ass nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? I played ball. So when I came home from DF, doing that DFY bid in Jersey, well, actually, you know what I'm saying? Before that, I was in Lincoln with him, with Kenny Parker. So when I came home, I went to John Jay after that playing ball again. So one of my mans that I knew, Sydney, he knew Kenny Parker because we was, you know what I'm saying, around in Flatbush together when I went to move to Flatbush. Yo, you know who brother that is? I was like, nah, who? He was like, that's Kenny Parker, brother. Then when I looked at it, I was like, nigga look just like Kenny Parker, just lighter. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh shit. And then ironically, during that same span time, I was on the Truth train. This is like coincidence. And I run into Kenny Parker. I was like, oh, Kenny, what's good, nigga? He was like, oh, what's up, bro? I was like, yo, I ain't even know KRS-One was your brother and shit. He's like, yeah, yo, matter of fact, we got a show this Friday. Come to Latin Quarters. I was like, what? So Latin Quarters, you know, I'm coming. So I didn't have to worry about getting free cause either Paradise would get me in or Daddy O from Stetson Sonic. They'd be at the door all the time. And them niggas had the club on smack. Like,
shouts to Daddy O. He going in on dudes on the interviews. He from East New York too. Shouts to Daddy O.
Yeah, I can tell you a story about that. Me and Daddy O got
that.
Daddy O should come to our center and perform. He was the first group I seen like do a good performance in the center. That's when they first starting out. So he used to be in the Bahamas in the center performing for it. So Daddy O used to give me a free. So I went there. I met KRS-One. I was waiting. Me and Kenny Parker, we was right under the DJ booth. because the DJ booth used to be right under. As soon as you come in, you go right under it. So me and Kenny Parker talking. Next thing you know, here come KRS-One. He rolling with him, Scott LaRock, and motherfucking Just Ice. And Just Ice was all them niggas was tall, nigga. All them niggas was like 6'5", my nigga.
That's a big nigga. Yeah, KRS-One is a big nigga too. Just Ice.
Kenny Parker was 6'7". Like I'm the shortest nigga with them. Fucking Just Ice like 6'5". KRS-One like 6'5".
Niggas was big too.
Scott LaRock like 6'4", 6. Them niggas was all big. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, they all kicking it. I'm talking to them niggas, boom, whatever. And I'm amongst their circle. And they had a performance. So I'm traveling, fucking with them. Go backstage, and nigga perform. I'm like, I'm feeling like, yo, I'm starting fucking with KRS-One now. I know Kenny. So every time he used to do a show, he go to Latin Quarters or Union Square, I used to come out. Used to hang with them niggas. Then, you know, I was doing my own thing in Brooklyn because the crack era was out. So that rap shit, I wasn't really chasing that shit. I was chasing. I could have been in rap industry if I would have, you know, stayed right there. But I was chasing the bag, man. Crack was out. Everybody had jewelry, Volvos and shit, big cable chains, and you know what I'm saying? It was the golden
era. That crack ever came, niggas was chasing that crack money. Bottom line.
Yo, niggas was chasing that crack money, son. That crack money was lucrative. It was more lucrative than being a rapper.
That's what I'm gonna tell you. When crack came out, this clothing brand came out. Let me see if you remember. When crack came out, Fila came out. I remember that shit. Yo,
Fila, homie, I got pictures of that shit with Fila's on and all that shit. So let me tell you, Fila was like, if you had a pair of Filas or a Fila velour suit, that was the pinnacle, son.
Yo, Fila came out during the crack era. Like, I think it was birthed. Like, soon as crack came out, Fila was the first brand that niggas was like, the whole velour suit. I remember that shit like yesterday. I was a kid. I was a baby. Because I had, my pops bought me some Filas. So that's how I remember it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the pinnacle. You could get a chick on the strength of your Fila suit.
That's a fact.
Word. And then here's another one. Them Gucci sneakers that Jay-Z tried to remix. Your pair of Gucci sneakers or a pair of Filas.
So how much they used to cost back then? Because I used to see dudes heavy with them shit back then.
Them shit was costing $308. The Gucci sneakers was costing $308. I remember the price. Because you used to have to get them only at the Gucci store. The Filas was costing $1 and change. Filas was costing $1 and change, but them Gucci shits was $308. I remember that number.
Yeah. Got you.
And if the chicks had them shits, like, you know, a chick was popping if she had a pair of Gucci sneakers and a Gucci bag, you'd be like, shorty one of them. She fucking with a drug dealer.
She a gold. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
She fucking with a drug. You like, how she gonna afford all that? But them were some days, man. Them were fun days. But that was some dangerous but fun days. Yeah. Because
it fucked up the black families and all that. It poisoned the community, but you know, still, you know, that's the negative side, but the positive side that it was fun, man. Like I think like living back in those days, because I was a baby, it was fun though. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't no fun right now. It's 2019, nobody outside, everybody on the computer.
On the computer, word. Everybody went from the corners to the computers and shit. Right. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, the projects used to be turned up. Used to have people playing music, people on the benches drinking, smoking. Yo, it was, yo, I'm a type of dude, like my man was talking about this the other day. I love the P's, man. I used to love the action of the P. The ambiance of the action of the PJs, man. From Brownsville to East New York to Red Hook to every project I lived in.
Because I was born and raised in Albany. I
Albany. I know about you being from Albany. I met some people that my homies know you, and he's like, yo, I know that nigga, man. I just didn't know that was him now. I know him as a kid and shit from Albany projects. I was like, word. Yeah, that project like had me, man. Yo, you know what's so real about it? This how addicted to the projects I was. My mom's moved us out the projects when I was young. She moved us out the Bamas when I was like 9, right? Mm-hmm. I went to stay with my aunts and them back in the East and back in Brownsville. I ain't like Flatbush because Flatbush was like, it was still white people living in Flatbush. And then I wasn't really down with the Caribbean shit in Flatbush.
Yo, I was just about to say that too. I was on that same vibe because my mom's moved to Flatbush. I used to live in Vanderbilt projects too.
Yo, son, I wasn't down with that, but they kind of morphed over to hip hop too. But
Yeah.
It was like, it was too much today. I wasn't fucking with the reggae shit tough like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's all you used to hear out there, and they used to talk different. I used to be like, I'm out of here, man. I'm going back to the Ville. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it's a different vibe out there. Them niggas is just on a whole different vibe. The Flatbush niggas, especially back in the day.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's what I'm just gonna be in my documentary. Yo, different sections of Brooklyn grouped me and taught me different shit. That's why I'm well-rounded like this, because Flatbush taught me how to be a hustler. Like, them niggas was hustlers out there.
Oh yeah,
they was hustlers. Yeah, I mean, they get their gun. Don't get it wrong. Them guns was going off with them niggas. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah. Them niggas is like the first niggas that just popped something. Them niggas wasn't fighting like that. They was the first niggas that was gun toting. Like,
yo, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Some of the early sturges of the Shower Posse came to Flatbush. The niggas that came from Jamaica, and they was in my area. Some of them went to the Bronx, and some of them went to. So don't get it twisted. They was popping, but they was money first. They was all about getting to the bag. They was had weed, coke. That's the first time I seen crack was in Flatbush. This nigga named Devon. Devon, we used to hustle on Rogers and shit. Rogers and Linden. And Devon, he was the first one I seen come out with a bag of crack. We was selling coke. I was selling coke for a dude. But Devon, he switched the game because I seen crack come. They stopped asking for the coke. They kept looking for Devon. Like, what Devon? What Devon? I'm like, you don't want the coke? They ain't even want to cook it up no more, homie. They want the shit that was already cooked out. Yeah. And that's how he made everybody change over from coke to crack. And I remember that shit like it was yesterday. So I remember when that crack came. You know what I'm saying? New York Blood Chronicles, Rise to Power. Stakk Stone's gonna be telling these stories, reenactments, and we're gonna get the people what they want, you know, on an entertainment level. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, there's some good OG wisdom in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to come at these brothers, like, you know, to change people's lives from a perspective of going from one point in your life to transforming into like a positive individual. You know what I'm saying? So I want to touch on the hardships of it. And you know, to open people's eyes to a lot of things, because a lot of ignorance going on out here, a lot of blind leading the blind. And I think it's refreshing. Well, a lot of people in the comments will be telling me how refreshing it is to have like an OG, you know, spit some knowledge, because a lot of people not listening. So I think I'm gonna do that, or we gonna do that in the form of this documentary.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Touch on the hardships of it, you know. So look forward to that coming up, New York Blood Chronicles.
Yes, sir. On that note, double deuces and bubble gooses. Salute.
Yeah. Got a few bad chicks and my grimy gang. Line your ass up for them shiny things. You thought it couldn't happen, but we caught you lacking. I coach all the shooters, Phil Jackson. You want a stunt, man? I bring the real action. Directing all the drama to your house quick. Lay a nigga down, take a south trip. Body bag. Down in Mississippi, had to toss the blicky.
Bars matter Monday. Bars matter Monday.
Bars matter Mondays. Another rapper slain, you can read it on the front page.
Bars matter Monday. Bars matter Monday.
Bars matter Mondays. Another rapper slain, you can read it on the front page.
M.Reck, China Black, Gutter Music, DJ Dice. What up, DJ Dice? It's Crummy Beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktV, youtube.com/MRecktV. I'm gone. MRecktv.
It's Gutter Music.